And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
I think it's safe to say that Hearts is one of the most popular card games in the world, along with Spades. And it comes to figure, last year, North Star Games made a game called Clubs. And so, what do you figure? Now there's a game called Diamonds. Now, Diamonds is from Stronghold Games and by master card game designer Mike Fitzgerald. He's made many great mystery rummy games based on the rummy set of card games. This one's based on a trick-taking style of game. If you've never played Hearts or something, I'll explain in a minute how this game is played, but if you played Hearts or Spades, you'll find that this is very similar, except this, ladies and gentlemen, has diamonds, just like the name of the game. Let me show you. The goal of diamonds is to get the most diamonds. You can see there's plenty of diamonds in the game. There's 1 point and 5 point values. Each person's going to have a shield, which is their vault. And you're going to put diamonds in front of your shield, that's your showroom, and diamonds behind your shield, which is in your vault. At the end of the game, diamonds in front of your shield are worth 1 point each. The ones in your vault are worth 2 points each. Also, diamonds in your vault are safe from other players. Players are going to start with a couple diamonds in their showroom in front of their vault, and then the gameplay is going to revolve around this deck of cards. Now, it's hard to tell on the video, but these cards are really cool because they have this, first of all, they're quality cards, but also they have this gold ink on them, which really is nice and shiny. And this is a standard deck of cards with the 4 suits, diamonds, hearts, clubs, and spades, but it goes from 1 to 15 rather than having any face cards, with 15 being the highest in each suit. So you're going to shuffle this deck for each round of the game, and you're going to deal 10 cards to each player. The dealer then decides how many cards are going to be passed, 1, 2, or 3, and you'll pass 1, 2, or 3 cards to the person on your left. Then we start 10 tricks of the game. And the way a trick works is one person plays a card from the hand. It can be any card they want. That person, and the first round is the person left of the dealer. So let's say they play the 14 of clubs. That means the next player looks at his hand, and if he has any club cards in his hand, he must also play one of them. The next person likewise. If you don't have a club card in your hand, then you can play any card that you want. After each player has played a card, in this instance it would be a 4-player game, then whoever's played the highest card in the card that was led, the first card, wins the trick. This is called a trick. So clubs was the one played. This person played a 14 clubs, so they win all 4 of these cards. And you will continue to do that. That person then plays the first card of the next trick, and you will continue to do that until all 10 tricks have been won. But wait, there's more. A couple things. When you win a trick, or when you play a card that is not of the suit that's led, and remember you can only do that if you don't have any of that suit, you get a special ability that you can take immediately. Each of these special abilities is listed here on the card. Now, the special abilities, the first one is the diamond. The diamond is the most powerful. Of course, the game's about diamonds. That's take a diamond from the middle and put it directly into your vault. A heart lets you take a diamond and put it in front of your vault in your showroom. A spade lets you steal a diamond from someone else's showroom and put it in your vault. I'm sorry, a spade lets you take a diamond from your own showroom and put it in your vault. And the clubs, because you're clubbing someone else in the head, lets you steal from someone else's showroom and put it in your showroom. Now, if you, in this instance, in this particular trick, the person who played the 14 clubs would get to steal a diamond from someone else's showroom and put it in their showroom. And the person who played the 9 of diamonds, as soon as they played it, they could have taken a diamond from the middle and put it into their vault. So as the game progresses, more and more special actions will happen because you won't have the cards, the suit that's led, you won't have any in your hand. At the end of a round, you're going to look at all the tricks that you've gotten. You'll stack these in front of you, and whoever's gotten the most diamonds gets an extra diamond action. Whoever has the most hearts gets an extra heart action, and so on. If you took no suits that round, you will get a double diamond action, which again is the best action since it takes diamonds directly from the middle and puts them in your vault. You will then play a certain number of rounds depending on the number of players or depending on how much time you have, and whoever has the most points win. Remember, diamonds in your vault count as 2 points, diamonds in front of your vault count as 1. The components for the game are quite good, even if it does look like they stole all their diamonds from a copy of Ascension. But they're very cool looking. The cards are phenomenal. I really like these cards. They're good, they're quality, the black borders, it's sharp, the gold printing, like them. The vaults are okay. I mean, they're just simply there to keep stuff behind. They don't need to be any fancier, and it does allow everything to fit into this nice small box. Diamonds goes up to 6 players, and you can play with as low as 2. You can also play in partnerships, and it's your standard trick-taking game with a twist, which is, in my opinion, the way trick-taking games should be. But this twist is a good one. The best thing about diamonds is, in my opinion, you never have a bad hand. There's always something to do. In many trick-taking games, you look at the cards and you're like, I got a lot of cards in one suit, a lot of high cards. I'm going to wipe the floor this round. And that is enjoyable. I do like that. Here, you can still be happy with that. But you can also look and say, I'm going to try to manipulate it so I don't have any of 2 different suits so that when someone plays those, I play every turn I'm taking an action. And that will change how everybody plays, because you're looking there and saying, yes, I'm winning the tricks and I'm getting action, and Bob there is not winning each trick and he's still getting to take an action. And these actions are critical, especially the diamonds ones. Diamond cards are the best cards in this game because, well, it is called diamonds. Very enjoyable. Now, I personally prefer to play a variant in the game, which is Perfect Diamonds. Since you're only using 10 cards per player, you never know what cards are in the deck. But when I play, I like to play with either 6 players, in which case everyone has used the whole deck. If you play with 5 players, everyone draws 12 cards. If you play with 4, you take some of the cards out, some of the higher cards out, so that you know every card is in play. That's how I like to play trick-taking games. I like to have that knowledge out there of which cards are where, and so I think that works well. But it doesn't affect the game if you just play randomly either. I've played both ways. I believe I played with 3, 4, 6. I don't know if I played with 5 players. But this game plays smoothly and easily and is an instant classic trick-taking game. It really is. And it's entertaining, it's fun, it's easy to teach, and it's especially, I mean, there's really not a lot I can keep saying about the game because it's so simple, but the fact that if you don't have a card that's of the trump led, finally it matters which card you play. If you play trick-taking games when it comes around and you don't have the card led and there's no trump, you just throw a card out. But here it, excuse me, here, I'm serious, here it matters. And I enjoy that quite a bit. And there's a little bit of take that stealing diamonds, but you can put them in your vault and keep them safe. So, do I recommend this? Highly. Is it going in my collection? Definitely. One of the best trick-taking games I've ever played, and one I think is just fantastic, and I hope to see more. This is the first in the pocket line from Stronghold. Let's hope the rest are as good as this one. This one has certainly set the bar high. Diamonds.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!